Mark Major here at the Action Figure-atorium, and this is something that I haven't done in a while. This is called What Am I Shooting This Week? And to give you the quick answer, we're going to be doing some JoyToy figures. We've got this box of 5 Soviet infantry, and there is also this box that contained 5 Wehrmacht. So this is going to be kind of cool because we're going to be doing not some sort of like World War II looking environments, but we're going to be doing modern play sets. So stick around. I have really come around to embracing the different 4-inch action figures that JoyToy makes. I picked up one that was kind of a stand-in for a Lara Croft. It's actually called Fox Hunter A. Did a review of that, and I've put her into numerous photos on my Instagram feed. So I've been looking at some of the other figures because they're so, I don't know, great detail at that scale. And most of them have really good articulation, that I went ahead and picked up a couple of these World War II sets of soldiers from smalljoes.com. If you want to get into some of these JoyToy figures, you should check out Small Joe's. They've got pretty good selection, some different lines of the JoyToys, but they also have got some clearance. So if you're kind of a bit afraid, you want to do a little toe dipping, get maybe 1 or 2 at first on the cheap, see if you like them, that kind of thing. The Soviet soldiers that I picked up, 5 in the box, those were on sale on clearance, and not a bad deal. They actually had an even better deal where for an extra 17 bucks they would throw in the Soviet officer, which I think is pretty clutch. So this is what I'm talking about. Here is one of the German soldiers in my hands. See this guy, and he's got all the right kind of look. Really need to do a video just on these guys alone, the 2 sets. There are, however, plenty of YouTubers out there that have given them reviews. Not really sure what mine would do other than, like, you know, they've been out for a while, so wouldn't it be interesting if somebody kind of comes in after the fact and looks at them without any kind of, you know, pressure of to be like the new modern fresh wave to hit, you know, the YouTube channels. Here is the Soviet figure, and this guy looks great too. They do really fantastic paints on these action figures. They give you also a lot of accessories. Each figure is different. They have a different face sculpt, different colored hair, even though they all kind of come with the same body. You can sort of mix and match. They come with a helmet or one of these hats. Same thing with the German soldiers. They all have the Stielhelm, but they also, some of them have the field cap. Each guy in all the different sets comes with a different type of weapon so that each guy can kind of look different. They're all sort of about army building without giving you the same stormtrooper over and over again. I think these guys are really particularly cool the way they did this in the line. And so when we go over to the tabletop over there, it's going to be a lot of fun to walk through and just show you what exactly we got brewing. So let's cut over to Cam 2. You can see here that I have my mini Mart set out. Now, last week I did a live stream in here, and I started with the JoyToy figs, and I was doing some sort of Germans versus Soviets in front of a McDonald's. And video of that is, of course, still on my YouTube channel. But, hello there, folks. But, you know, there was a little flub on the OBS, the software that runs cameras in the stream, and it cut kind of early. But that's okay because that's just sort of day 1. What we're working on here is day 2. So for those of you that have missed out on this or don't know, this is a thrift store rescue of a playset called 5 Surprise. The idea is they give you a little mini mart and they give you a bunch of goods. And kids play with this by learning how to become shoppers, how to become consumers. So I thought since we did them outside a McDonald's with some, burnt out cars across the street, maybe it would be cool to use this playset and put some guys in this. So I already have the McDonald's stuff in the can. I'm going to be doing this week, a day or two, some live streams, me here in the studio with this playset. And we might get into some smoke machine if it looks cool. Also, I've got the sort of canned air from the aerosol can that came from the Memoryverse channel at Carl over there. You guys should check out what those guys got going on. Always building cool playsets for the Mego inspired characters. But this is going to be the thing of the week that we do. We've got the 5 German soldiers. We've got the 5 Soviets. And they can sort of square off inside the mini mart itself. We can have guys who will be, let's just kind of turn this around a little bit. Whoa. As you can see, everything in these play sets is modular. And it took a good half hour to put this thing together and figure out where everything goes. And I am, of course, light on a few pieces. I did score this used. They are expensive. What's interesting is that there was literally like stacks of these brand new in the box for $10 each at my Goodwill, and they were there for one day, and then I foolishly looked at them and said, I got one. I think I'm good. I really should have got a second one. I believe if you could get 4 of them, and it's a theory, it's a working theory, I believe if you get 4 of them, you could put them all together and actually have a kind of, sort of full store. I don't know. Maybe you could do it with less, or at least scavenge some of the parts. So you can see that we've got some cool areas that we can put people behind. We can put them behind the counters. Of course, there's the refrigerators in the back. There's the fruit stand. There's little shopping carts. I have additionally extra props that I can go through and dig out. There's always room for some, kind of like warfare looking stuff, like, like this row of barrels could end up being a back wall or something. There is also, I have a sort of a box of miscellaneous sort of, urban stuff that could be just slightly outside. Maybe they're fighting to get in. You always need gates, and of course, little street lights, crosswalks, things like that. Bales of hay are always something that guys can hide behind. Maybe there could be a couple guys who sort of set up a machine gun behind these recycling bins. Be kind of funny. There's, of course, plenty of barrels I've collected over the ages, and some are pretty stock, and then some are kind of like, Goo Crew? What's that? Anyone know? I just get this stuff. But I've got a bunch of barrels, so you can set up barrels, and I don't know, maybe there's a guy who's fighting behind this, mailbox. Stuff like this. This might be kind of funny. Throw that in. So I've got some little extras, some stuff we can put behind. And, I think that with these type of environments, that if you decide that you want to try and capture the whole thing, it's going to look too cluttered. You're going to have too much stuff and too many guys. You really got to get close up on just a couple guys over their shoulders looking around shelf. That's what I think this is going to be about. But these are basically going to dribble onto my Instagram account throughout the next couple weeks. You can find me at Action Figure Atorium on Instagram, and there's a lot of really cool pics up there now. If you don't want to wait for these cool pics that I'm working on right now to come out, you can enjoy the existing stock. So that is what I'm shooting this week. We're doing JoyToy, the Wehrmacht versus the Soviet Union, 5 German soldiers versus 5 Soviet soldiers last week, live stream McDonald's. This week, live streams will be fighting in the, let's just look at it one more time, the mini Mart. You know this is going to be a lot of fun. I may even do something where we crash a Lamborghini through the front of it and guys jump out. Who knows? Anyways, thanks for sticking with to the end, and I'll catch everybody on the next one. As you know, we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday around here, so